And I tell you what, I feel like a pregnant woman. I sit down backwards onto chairs, I do that one, talk about myself the whole fucking time. I'm a pregnant woman. Give me a cheer if you're from Birmingham. Oh, cool. Which part of Birmingham are you from? Walsall. Gutter trash. Oh, my word. Hell, I will be slagging you off later on in the show. Don't worry about it. Have you travelled from Walsall for the show? Oh, thank you. Did you get the train? I heard the trains were quite bad. It was fine. It was all right. Oh, lovely. So did you get on the fast one, on the Virgin one, or did you? No, you didn't. The cheap, the Chiltern. Proper gutter trash, this lot. Lovely aircon on the Chiltern, though, isn't it? Lovely. I do that journey a lot. I wasn't going to start the show with this, but here we are now. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming along. Give me a cheer if you feel like you've travelled the furthest. Where have you travelled from? The woman who put her hand up. That's the one I'm looking at. You weren't expecting a follow-up question, were you? I'm going to come down to your level. Not intellectually, of course. Hello there. Don't panic, it'll all be fine. What's your name? Flora. Hello, Flora. And who are you here with, Flora? Are you courting? Banging. When did you start banging? It's the first date. No, is it actually? And you're this trashed. Jesus. Is it a Tinder or is it like... It is, oh, okay. Well, this is being immortalised on my DVD, you realise. So, I hope you marry. If you get married, I'm coming to the wedding. We're all coming, aren't we? We're going to have a lovely time. Maybe have a glass of water in the interval. I'm worried about you, Flora. Does someone know you're out? I mean, I like the look of him. He looks sweet, but you never know. You know, you never can... What do you do? What are your prospects? Oh, no, I wasn't asking you, Flora. I feel like you've got lots of prospects. You're a psychotherapist? OK, what do you do? You make stuff in China. He's a drug dealer, isn't he? He's a drug dealer. Good luck to you, Flora. What's your name, man that makes stuff in China? Paul. Paul and Flora, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Feels like a lasting relationship, I feel. Have you just... How long have you both been single? I feel like we're on Love Island now. How long have you both been single? Flora? 3 years? 2 years? OK. 6 months? OK. So, about time, yeah, it's ready to... Yeah. I've been single for about 2 years. Ready to fuck all of you. This is how I get... This is how I sort of allure you in, just by sitting in this very attractive way. Well, welcome to the filming of my DVD. Your top, where's that from? You've no idea. You've stolen a top. What's your name? Zara. Zara. Hello, Zara. Is there any chance that it's from Zara? What do you think of this top?
I like it.
Do you like it? What do we think? Right, because... So, I don't normally wear this, apparently, because we're filming it. The shirt that I normally wear is a bit much. But I put it here. Apparently, this is a bit much. I mean, look at this. I wanted to wear that. I couldn't work out if it looked like I'd sort of collapsed at a marathon. Do you know what I mean? Julian Clary had fucked a Ferrero Rocher, and here we are. So I've gone with this number. Welcome along. I'm so thrilled that you're all here, and there's all these bloody cameras everywhere. Thank you so much for coming. This is extraordinary. There's so many of you. It's lovely. Who are you here with, Sarah? Is this your friend? Hello, Jess. Hello, nice to see you, Jess. Are you well?
I'm great.
Are you eating well? Are you hydrated? What are you drinking? 2 Heinekens. Oh, my God. Look at these basic bitches down here on the I like it, though. 2 Heinekens. I'd love to have a drink. I might have one later. I feel like I've got stuff to do now. And then I'll have one later. Give me a cheer if you're drinking. I'm pleased with it. Yes, lovely, good. I did Dry January. Did anyone do Dry January? No, I don't recommend it. Yes, I learnt one thing. My friends are fucking boring. That's what I learnt. If I have to look at another baby picture, sorry if you're preg or if you've had a child, but just spare me your shit, honestly. Really good way of not looking at baby pictures, repeatedly and aggressively shout, no! They go away after a while. It's marvellous, marvellous. Did Dry January, I've done it twice now. Did it last year when I was living with mother and father, Dave and Helen, great couple of lads. And, this might be oversharing this early on in the show, but as a result of Dry January, I got a lot of morning wood, shall we say, a little Stiffy in the D, as us lads say, don't we? And mechanic came round to collect my car, and Mum answered the door. She shouted up, she said, "Joe, you got your car keys?" I was having a dream about Idris Elba. As is my right. I had a little tent effect in the pyjamas. Not a full yurt, just a tent. And I tried to suppress it with my hand in my pyjama pocket, but it didn't really work. So what I did is I tucked it between my legs. Now, I don't know if anyone's walked down a staircase with a semi trapped in their gooch. But it's fraught with peril. I got to the bottom step and then I tripped and it sprung out. Sort of baby punching its way out of my mangina. Anyway, long story short, the car's fine, but Mum's not happy. She's not happy. I will be slagging her off later on in the show, so don't worry about that. Helen will be getting it both barrels. Did dry January again this year for different reasons. I went to the doctor last summer and I was feeling tired all the time and he did some tests and apparently I'm deficient. I'm deficient in vitamins B, D, folic acid and omega-3. And he said, 1, eat better because I eat loads of trash, and also go to a pharmacy, get a supplement with all of these in, you'll start to feel better. So I went to Boots. The only supplement that has all of these in is pregnancy support. So I've been on pregnancy support for the last few months, and I tell you what, I feel like a pregnant woman. I sit down backwards onto chairs, I do that one, talk about myself the whole fucking time. I'm a pregnant woman. Sorry if you're preg, I'm going to be slagging you off now. It's just, I'm turning 30 this year, so many of my friends are having kids. I've got a text, actually, which you can use if you'd like. I'm so thrilled with it. If somebody's just had a baby, I'll text them, I'll say, "Are you sleeping?" Because inevitably they won't be, and they go, "Oh, no, I haven't slept for days," that kind of reply, nonsense. And then I'll go back, and I'm so thrilled with the wording of this, I go back and I say, "It'll all be worth it when they're softly stroking your hair as you slip into oblivion." It's like Shakespeare, isn't it? Marvellous. Met one of my friend's kids last year. Friend I went to university with, her daughter. I avoided this child for 4 years. She's 4 years old. I'd heard bad things. Met her last year. She's the worst person I've ever met. And I've met Eamon Holmes. I won't use her real name, that would be unfair. Let's call her Mugabe. And she was just spoiled, really. We were sat at dinner and she was here and she was kicking me in the legs. And at one point she caught my shin and I went, "Fuck!" She started crying. The mum said, "Please don't swear in front of my child." I was like, "Oh, is that your child?" I thought someone just condensed North Korea into a small woman, actually. Little bitch. But I've got a goddaughter who I adore. She is 11, and I think she might be a genius because she loves painting, and I've got this office in Birmingham, so I took her to the office to do some painting, and we painted this mural on the wall, and while we were painting it, I said to her, "What do you think art is?" just out of curiosity. And she thought about it, and she said, "Well, it's trust." And I said, "What do you mean by that?" And she went, "Well, if you trust something's good, then it is." I was like, fucking hell, that's the most profound thing anyone's ever said to me from an 11-year-old. So, have another go on the bong. What are you going to say next?
My mum and dad also came, and in the one photo we took after 4 years' work, my mum completely obscures my face, which is nice. Very sleepless night that night. Wasn't sure if I was in deep shit. Wasn't sure if I was going to get arrested. I didn't even know if anyone was going to show up. And then I woke up on the morning of the 26th of September last year, and this happened. showed up. The most amazing day. Most amazing day of my whole life. There were roller skating performers, there were costumes. Someone made this ridiculous costume. I'm hoping Alan Sugar's in there. The unicorn went up and didn't suffocate a child. They all loved it. Local businesses did big displays. This is Enki, it's a toy shop and bookshop, and they did this big Pride display in their window. If you look at the book at the end there, it's Daddy, Popper and me from the No Outside. Isn't that lovely? They also did A is for Anal in their window. It's so nice. Isn't that lovely of them to do that? Lots of the businesses changed their names for the day. There's a tap house called The Duke, and it became The Duchess for the day. Our local wine bar, Grace and James, became Will and Grace and James. Kitchen Garden Cafe was a Kitchen Gaga Cafe. Fletcher's was Shares. I felt like they should have gone with Felchers myself, but each to their own, each to their own. Polly was RuPolly Drag Race. There was one business that didn't change its name, but I wasn't cross because they're called Jism. It's Turkish for mystery, if you're interested. So many lovely comments from the day, this sort of thing. It was bloody brilliant. After a year, myself and my partner were victims of a homophobic attack in the area. It's good to see the community standing together for inclusivity. Thanks, and hope it's repeated. And the Birmingham Mail say King's Heath could hold a Queen's Heath Pride Parade every year. Guess what? We're going to fucking do that. Adam Regan, who runs the Hare and Hounds, was quoted in this article as saying, "Nobody's expecting that amount of people on the day, so the police have asked for a meeting next time." Dodge that bullet! Thank you so much for coming to this very special show. I'm thrilled to have you all here in this beautiful venue, which I used to sell ice creams in, and I'm really, it's a very special place to me, so I love being here. I'm going to tell you one final thing before I fuck off. But what I will say is, by all means, tell people about the show and say, oh, gosh, James Acaster was very funny, or something, whatever you want to do. But just don't tell them what was in it, if you don't mind, because we're sort of in this little club now of people that know what happened in King's Heath, because lots of people in King's Heath don't know what happened in King's Heath. Lots of them do now, because I knew I was going to film this show, and I knew I was going to do it on tour, and I didn't want the people that had helped to find out secondhand and feel like I'd cheated them or lied to them in some way, because I'd absolutely lied to them. So just before the tour started, on Valentine's Day, I booked out the top room in the Hare and Hounds, about a 100-seater, and I got as many of the people in as I could that had helped without even realising. People who'd done displays in their windows and tweeted about it and performed, all these different people. And we did I did a version of this show to them. I told them everything that I'd done. And we did a photo afterwards. Here we all are. There's Adam Regan there who runs the pub, and the people from Polly and Grace and James. And there's lots of them in the room tonight as well. I've seen people that Richard who posted, and lots of people, and Fat Butcher and Alana, and lots of people in this room that had helped out. My mum and dad also came, and in the one photo we took after 4 years' work, my mum completely obscures my face, which is nice. Helen Lycett fighting homophobia there. Thankfully, Precision Imaging are also there, so they fixed it for me, so that's good. But truthfully, I was very moved by the whole thing. I thought it was beautiful how my community had come out in that way. And as it was on Valentine's Day, and this show is a love letter to those people, I felt like it was appropriate to write them a love letter. And so at the end of that show, I read them this. To the residents of Queen's Heath, my name is Joe Lycett, and I'm a comedian and your neighbour. I wanted to write to you all to thank you for an amazing Queen's Heath Pride. I'd also like to let you in on a little secret. I love fucking pussy. I didn't say that. I love it. I know that by and large, the people of this neighbourhood are immensely inclusive of LGBTQ+ people, and importantly, up for a laugh. A few years ago, against the backdrop of our local MP coming out in support of anti-queer protests outside schools, I hatched a little plan. My goal was to bring this inclusivity and tolerance to the fore, to turn us into a gayborhood. I decided it would be called Queen's Heath. I also wanted to get my house price up, because I wanted to fuck off an estate agent called Greg. Many of you have been liaising with a man called Ken Roberts at the Gayborhood Foundation. You were so kind and helpful to Ken, but it's time for you to know the truth, which is that he was me all along. If I'm entirely honest, I'm amazed none of you clocked it was me. I didn't hide my tracks brilliantly. Full disclosure, I've been shouting about Queen's Heath for years. How did you not spot this? It was me who came up with the name. How did you not spot that the man on the Facebook group is clearly the work of Lisa Scott Lee?
Keeping up with the cums, and you just put in brackets Kardashians. 10 followers, now we know why. Who do you support?
Ipswich Town.
Ipswich Town. Fuck yeah. They're taking over! Hello there. Is everything okay? Are they good? Are they doing all right? So I started becoming a fan of West Brom because my friend Karen said that they're the best team, statistically inaccurate that. So we went to watch one game. We went to watch one in the stadium. So I forgot the word stadium there. I was going to say velodrome. I can't do football. We went to watch one in the stadium. But before that, we went to this proper old man pub in Birmingham, and like the woman behind the bar, how to describe her? She looked like a scrotum. She didn't like me, because I ordered a white wine spritzer. What the fuck's that? Soda water and white wine. She went behind the bar for a worrying amount of time, came back with a pint of soda water and a full bottle of dessert wine. I don't know, that'll be a £5. Best night of my life. I bloody love the football. Oh, I got caught out at one point because I shouted, "Come on the lads." Apparently that's not acceptable as a phrase. Yes. I love an old man pub as well, because I go with my friend Karen quite a lot, and there's one in Birmingham, it's called the Tap and Spile, and it's open till about 4 a.m. every night. And it's like full of proper brummies with no neck. And I haven't got a neck. And she got hit on the one night. This guy came up to her and he went, "What's your name?" And she went, "Fuck off." He went, "That's a lovely name." And he asked her what her favourite TV show is. She said Sex in the City. And he went, "Oh, hard, I like Sex on the City, you know." It's a good joke, that. It's a bloody good joke. But yes, I'm not that masculine, not that good at confrontation. I did have to do some confrontation recently. You do a lot of driving with this job. And I stopped recently at a service station quite late at night, just getting some food. I wasn't getting any fuel. And this gentleman got off a motorbike behind me, who'd obviously worked on one muscle group more than the others in the gym. So he's quite sort of top-heavy, then sort of withered down below. He looked like a cornetto with a head. Like a spinning top shaped into a twat. Very aggressive, really pushy. I went to the service station, he pushed in behind me. I went over to have a look at the sandwiches, and he shouted to the woman behind the counter, who was sat there with a little e-cigarette, which was giving out a sarcastic amount of smoke, really, just sort of billowing around her. She looked like she was on bloody stars in her eyes, just like there. And he shouted, "Why isn't the pump on?" And she went, "It's after 10, and you have to pay first, that's the rule." And he went, "Oh, what, you don't think I can pay for it?" And she went, no, that's not what I'm saying. It's after 10, you have to pay first, that's the rule for everybody. I think it's at the point when he picked up a fire extinguisher and started swinging it around. I became really fascinated in the sandwiches at that point. I was like, "Oh my God, chicken and bacon? Oh, I'm going to read every ingredient on this one." Just staring out blind fear. He's like, "Nobody thinks I can't pay for this. You, mate," pointing at me, "you think I can pay for it." I'm not sure how I did this, because I was nervous and frightened, but I think I just went, shitting myself. Put the fire extinguisher down. He said, "If you don't put that pump on when I go out there, I'm going to create big problems for you." She said, "I'm not going to put the pump on." He did my favourite thing anyone's done in anger. He just threw a Twix on the ground. Seems like a reasonable response, doesn't it? The old Twix throwing trick. He went over fanning out with his motorbike. I went over with a prawn mayonnaise, if you're interested. And she started scanning it really slowly. And I said, "Are you going to put that pump on?" And she went, "No." Delighted, relishing in it. I scuttled back to the car, locked the doors. He tried to get back into the service station, but cleverly she'd locked the doors to there. So he tried to kick them in, but it didn't work. He's withered down below. So picked up a pack of fire logs, started swinging them at the 24-hour window. She knows it's bulletproof glass, so she was just laughing. Just smoke pissing everywhere. I started the car, tried to drive round, but I'm a polite driver. I'm not going to, like, beat my horn or anything. He was in the way. So I just thought, "I need the prawn sandwich, to be honest." One thing I forget to do when I'm in the Ford Fiesta is, and I slipped that in, didn't I? Someone's got some bloody dollar, haven't they? Ford Fiesta. The lights are always sort of on, and there's a little switch, and if you go a little bit, it goes on to sort of mini beam, and if you go a bit further, it goes on to full beam. And because I was nervous and frightened, I clicked onto full beam, but very quickly clicked back, but essentially flashed him. He turned and looked at me through the windscreen with these firelogs, just staring into my soul for what felt like an eternity. I farted out of nervousness again. And then he just went, "Oh, sorry, mate," and walked out of the way. I stalled the car and drove home to Birmingham. So... It's a good night. It's a good night. Now, we, before the show, I asked you to send in some tweets. Did people see this? Yes. Okay. Yes. Before the show, yeah, I asked you to send in some tweets of... Because I've really got into gay puns, basically. It's one of my new favourite things. I'm slightly obsessed with drag names as well, because I've created a drag act, which is Nigella Farage. She's incredibly racist, whilst making a goat massaman curry is the idea. Some of the names of drag acts, lowest common denominator is my favourite. But this started because a friend of mine mentioned to me the Gay Olympics a while back, and I stopped listening to everything he said then because I was thinking of games that you could play at the Gay Olympics. He talked for like 5 minutes. I took none of it in and then just went, "Jizcus!" Really killed the mood with synchronised rimming, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Hot put. Yeah, there's loads. But so I asked you to tweet in because I've exhausted those. I asked you to tweet in with gay TV shows, and what my favourite with these is when someone has a go, but it's shit. You can see they've really tried, but you've had some genuinely really good ones as well. For example, this one from Lucy. Anton Dick's push the bell end isn't it's not a thing. Where are you? Lucy Campbell, where are you, Lucy? Give me a wave. Hello, Lucy, right at the back, quite right. Oh my God, you sent in loads. I'm a gay, get me out of here. King of the dildo, what? Keeping up with the cums, and you just put in brackets Kardashians. 10 followers, now we know why. The Big Wang Theory, I like that, that's good. And then instead of a touch of frost, a touch of cock.